Select a note, select all, make sure they're all selected, make sure it's manual, and then make sure you reset the pitch, and bam, you're done. Okay, but like jokes aside, I'm going to make an tutorial on how I quote unquote tune. The background is going to be a preview of how I make my covers. It's going to go all the way from like the basic UST, like how to download a UST, how to edit UST. And then after that, it's going to go like how to assign the UST tracks, add parameters to the USTs, and like mixing it all together and then like finding a result. Okay, here we are on YouTube. There's a search bar, and I search up like the song name and then Utao UST. It should show up. Then after that, I'm like scrolling around trying to find the UST. I actually had a UST before this, but this is only part of the tutorial. I'm actually gonna go to the person's official channel because like I already know that they made a UST out of it. I'm only doing this just for the tutorial. Okay, now that the song is playing, just part of the tutorial, there's a link down there for the USTX, and it's a MediaFire link. Okay, now I'm in the MediaFire link, and you can see I already downloaded it, but you should press the download button that should be there, then you'll get the UST. Then go to utauformatics.tk and press drag or import file. I'm going to put the UST in it. Then it should have the output format. Now put it for the software that you want. In my case, I'm going to be using synthv, so I'm going to keep scrolling until I find it. It's SVP. And after that's going to give you a bunch of stuff. I really don't care, but just press next or whatever. Okay, then after that, it should be finished, and it says like the subject parameters were exported, and I don't really care about that one either, so just like export it that way, it doesn't really matter. Okay, after that, you can see I already have the project. So now we're going to change the name of the project because new project isn't a very helpful name for it. So I'm naming it the exact same thing that it's named as in the UST. So it's going to be Rejected Diva. Okay, now we're in synthv. Yeah, we're like in synthv. This is the software. Now we're going to go to File, Open. We press the project that we downloaded or saved, which is Rejected Diva. Okay, now we have the whole UST. See? It's the whole thing. That. Okay, then after that, there's a lot of tracks. Like, they're really unnamed and they don't have any voices. So we're going to do a little listening session so that we can get them right. So I can name the tracks and label the tracks with the right Vocaloid. Okay, now that we're done labeling them all, it's time to tune. Yay! So I go to the track, select the note, select all. Okay, then make sure it's on manual, then reset the pitch, and then I'm done. Well, at least now, for now I'm tuning. Now we're gonna look at the parameters. I don't add parameters to my Haydens, but I think it makes the Vocaloid sound better than what it originally sounds. I pressed it just so I can like test it if I liked it or not, but I'm probably going to keep the original. 突然ですが大事なお知らせ初音ミクを引退します。つきましては皆さん
突然ですが大事なお知らせ初音ミクを引退します
Now I'm gonna do the same thing for the tuning. Like I said, select all, reset the pitch, and then I'm done with that. In my case, Ritchy's the one that sounds extremely different from when I actually cover him. I don't like how he sounds in his original voice. I kept the tuning the same because this is he talks in this part. So, okay, so then I select all the notes and I lower it down an octave because he sounds too high pitched to my liking. Okay, that's good. That's better. Then I go to his parameters. I called it Princess Ritchy. It has the high tone and mid tone and 100. The breathness is really low, the tension is really high, and the gender is a little higher too. And by high I mean more male. Now it sounds really bassy.
毛量ないから失格で盲目に愛し合ってる数争い合ってるもり全人ダメ歌姫失格初音ミク失格残念生きていたら違う死んじゃっても違う命あるものは脱落で
This cover sounds godly. Anyway, so I added the volume on the harmonies because I was trying to make sure if it sounded good. Then I renamed all of the tracks to what they're supposed to be. So, I called them Miku, Random Person, and the title parts. I just realized I needed to name them. まあ私にはよく笑いませんがペース上げて引き続きアピールをどうぞダンス踊れま当てちゃうから失格早口いけま噛んじゃうから失格16歳で年取るから失格 Side note that I was working on, I was changing some of the lyrics so that it could fit Hayden. Because the song is about Miku, and some of the lyrics say Hatsune Miku, twin hair, Okay, another side note, I was playing the Kevin audio to see if I liked how he sounded. I didn't. So I changed the parameters to one I created. Both of them. The gender is lower, the breathness is really low, and the tension is high. I sound more alien.
もう私は流行りとかじゃないのあなたの存在を超えて流行る自信ありますもう私
I was also fixing the audios and the harmonies and making sure that it worked. Speedrun of me changing the lyrics so I could fit Hayden. I put Dream Tonic Hayden because I tried to fit it with Hatsune Miku. Little story time. When I started making covers, the original channel, it was actually for my Utao. But I actually loved making covers, so I decided to just make it a cover channel. Silly, I know. Then my friends found out about it. And they don't think I'm weird, they actually love my covers. Okay, now that I'm done with the cover, it's time to export it. So I'm going to rename it to Rejected Diva, but I'm going to do it by parts. Like the whole mix down, but by parts. I don't like exporting them all. Because in my opinion, it makes it very complicated. So what I do is that I actually put sound on the ones that I want to export. Because, like I said, I don't like exporting everything. Okay. Then after that, I forgot to name the last two tracks. And I'm going to export those as extras. And I will rename the track as well. Then I do the same thing with the other tracks as well. So this is like the ritchy part. I give them either like silly names or I'm actually labeling them correctly. I feel like I have to put more commentary here, but it's pretty self-explanatory. I just download them. And, yeah. I love Kevin. The reason why I put a bunch of commas is because, like, he's supposed to be, like, the polar opposite to Hayden. You see, like, Hayden's in English real cool. So is Kevin, but Kevin's more popular than him. So, I thought it was a little silly to add him. This video is getting too long to my attention span. Oh my god. And then we're done. I just changed the title to Rejected Diva, then I pressed File and then Save. So now the file is already saved. There you go. So now we just log out and we're done. Okay, now we're gonna record in Google Drive, because we're gonna upload the files here. I do all my mixing and my tuning in BandLab, so that's why we need to put them through Google Drive. This is optional though, you can do this in your computer as well. So I'm gonna press Files, then I'm gonna go to Downloads, then I'm gonna put all the tracks. At first I was gonna put them all together, as you can kind of start seeing here. But then I realized that I think it'd just be better if I put them one by one, so you're gonna have to see this go through. Now we're on my phone, and now we're going to download the tracks that we put onto our computer into our phone. So, I'm downloading all the tracks. Then after that, I quickly go to BandLab, because that's where I mix and do my stuff. After that, we open a new project by pressing Open Studio right there in the corner. Okay, then after that, we're here. I actually forgot to download an instrumental, so that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm searching up the original song because Pinocchio P actually has the instrumental on his Dropbox. Okay, then we're here, and just press the Dropbox. Okay, we're in Dropbox again. I'm censoring a bunch of sensitive information. Okay, now we're going to download the off vocals in the off vocal section. I press off vocal master and just downloaded it. Now it should be downloading. You can see the file. It says right there, downloading file. Okay, back in the studio, we're going to press the plus sign. Then we're going to go to import audio, and then we're going to import the audios that we want. Okay, now I'm done. I put all of them with the punchy rap feature so that it can get louder, but also so it can sound clean. So, I ordered all of them behind the scenes. So now it's just all of the tracks put together. I'm not used to putting my BandLab this way, so. You can hear it, but what I'm trying to do right now is trying to like arrange them so that like they're on beat. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I worked really hard, like I would say about a few hours to edit and to like make this cover. I asked, and it seems like a lot of people were okay with me making a quote-unquote tuning tutorial of what I'm gonna make. So here is the final result.
Minasan, 突然ですが大事なお知らせ。インターネットhaydenを引退します。つきましては2代目インターネットhaydenオーディションを開催します。では人間ども浴びるの通り
心込めていた今
感情あるから失格です。
素直で明るい性格で
キャラ定まってて失格です。
みんなに元気をあげたいです。
踊りあるから失格です。
髪型巻き髪ます。
毛量ないから失格で盲目に足やってる数争いやってるもん